What move did the fish make in chess en poisson?
Welcome to another video. Today we have a very special video because we're going to be talking about new fish that are going to be coming out soon in the TCG and the OCG. I think some of these haven't quite released yet, and they'll be coming to Masterduel after that. Then we will be doing a marathon of Sink or Swim. Last episode we had an amazing replay. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And in the couple days since then, I've received many replays, so I want to get through as many of them as we can. We'll just do a mass sink or swim. We will see who sinks and who swims. Let's get going. All right, first let's talk about the white aura cards. All right, now there are new goatee cards coming out, but there's also new white aura cards. White auras are synchro fish archetype that has very few cards. I think there's only 2 or 3 cards right now. Most of them are synchros in the extra deck. So let's see, what does white aura porpoise do? Well, when it's synchro summon, you can special summon a level 4 or lower fish from your hand or graveyard in defense mode. Then you can special summon a monster with the same name from your graveyard. So if you have a monster in hand and you don't have one in the graveyard that has the same name, that's fine. You just summon the one from the hand. So this is going to let you go from a 6 potentially into a 10 if you have another tuner in the hand. Also, this combos with some other white aura cards we will talk about in a second. Effect number 2, if this card's destroyed by opponent and sent to the graveyard, you can banish another water monster to special summon it, and then it's treated as a tuner. So all the white aura extra deck cards have this effect. So you probably won't be using the second effect. You'll probably be using the first effect to do some nice synchro combos. Let's go on to the next fish, and the next fish is White Mambo. Now, White Mambo is probably the least exciting of the new fish, but it does have a little bit of a combo, which we'll talk about in a second, okay? So White Mambo says you can only use one of these effects per turn. If it's in the hand, you can target a level 4 or lower fish monster in your graveyard with the same name as a card you control to special summon it, and then if it's special summoned from the graveyard, you can treat it as a tuner. Okay, so this effect seems pretty weak. You have to have a monster on the field and another copy of that same monster in the graveyard. Sounds like it'd be hard to do, except White Sardine. White Sardine says you can send a white sardine from your deck to the graveyard to special summon this card from your hand, and then you are locked into water monsters in the extra deck. Not for just the hand, just from the extra deck. So this is the card that's going to make this work, all right? Because you send this, you special summon this, and then you have another copy in the graveyard. So your White Mambo can special summon itself, then it special summons the monster from the graveyard. So now you got 2 level 2s, and then one of those level 2s was summoned from the graveyard, so it's a tuner. So you got an immediate level 8 synchro, or you can go into a level 6 synchro into the white aura porpoise. Then you still got a level 2 on the field, and then when this is special summon, you can special summon a level 4 lower fish, so you can immediately go into whatever, I think 8, or you can go into a 10. I think that should be possible, because if you synchro summon using your White Aura Mambo, your White Mambo, you make Mambo come back as a level 4 tuner, and that should get you a 10. All right, let me know if the math works out, but I think this should give us quite a few different synchroing options, so I'm very excited about this. There's one other card that ties it all together. White Reincarnation is just a searcher, so you activate this card, and it's a continuous spell. When it resolves, you add a fish. That's one of the white cards to your hand. They have to be able to have an effect to treat itself as a tuner. So you can't search the goatees with this, but you can search the White Sardine and the White Mambo. So I think potentially this could be quite powerful. This card has other effects too. If you have a white aura monster that attacked, at the end of the damage step, you can have it make a second attack. And if a level 8 or higher fish synchro monster is special summoned from your graveyard, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls. So there are ways to summon fish from the graveyard. Obviously, them just being on the field and getting popped, they summon themselves back to the field. So that is an instant board wipe, although it doesn't work with the porpoise, but does work with your level 8 and higher synchros. So I think this could be a quite interesting package. I'm excited to try it out. And we got 2 more cards that I want to talk about. We got new goatees. Psyches, Moonlight of the Goatee. If this card's normal or special summon, you can add a fish from your deck to your hand. Any fish. It searches any fish. Now this is a level 6, but if you do your level 2, your little jellyfish, all right, your paces, you summon this from the hand, it immediately searches for any fish. I think that is going to be quite powerful. All right, then you have to banish a fish from your hand or face up on the field, but that actually is kind of good because if you search for your level 2 Schiff, that means this plus paces gets you your level 2, both your level 2 tuners on the field during your opponent's turn. So very powerful. Also potentially has some combos since there's a lot of fish you could search for. All right, now if this card's banished, you can banish a fish monster from your hand, face up field, or graveyard to special summon this card, which is a very powerful effect, all right, because you're, level 2, your Zep, you banish your Zep, it special summons itself to the field, you start doing a synchro summon immediately. So I think this is going to be a very exciting card to be using in Goaties. And then we got Kif, Haze of the Goatie, another new Goatie coming out. If you control a fish, you can special summon this from your hand. It is a level 2, but it's not a tuner, which is very interesting because all the other level 2 Goaties are tuners. If it's special summoned to your opponent's field, you can, if a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target one of them and one of your banished level 6 or lower fish, banish the opponent's target and this card, then special summon your fish that's banished. So this is removal. It's removal, and it can be used for a little bit of combo plays, all right? During the standby phase, after this card is banished, you can special summon this banished card. So this comes back like the tuners do, but it doesn't have a quick synchro effect, but it does have the effect to banish your opponent's cards. So very powerful if your opponent special summons, gets triggered, all right? So very powerful option for the Goaties. Now there's one more fish that we're going to talk about, and it's Fish Lamp. All right, now I haven't found a way to get Fish Lamp to work right now. I'm not sure if this is going to be something that we're wanting to use. If it's sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can special summon 2 lamp tokens, but then you're locked into fish monsters in the extra deck. And then it says if you control a fish synchro monster, you can banish this card from the graveyard to target card on the field, pop it. That is a ignition effect, so you're not going to be doing that as a quick effect on the opponent's turn. Also, it being a tuner is actually kind of annoying, I think, because if you synchro summon, make this, you can't use your banished Goaties on your opponent's turn to synchro with it being already a tuner. So let me know if you think there's a way to use this. But right now I'm not seeing any neat combos, but maybe once it's out, we'll find out some neat things to do. So now we have gotten through all the new fish that are coming out. There are more new cards coming out. Let me know if you want to hear about those too. But before we waste any more time, let's get to Sink or Swim. All right, thank you so much everyone who sent in a video. This replay is from Vince. If you want to send in a replay, my email is in the description. All you got to do is tell me what replay you want me to watch, and I will get watching it in a future video, and we'll decide if it's a sink or swim. So we're summoning the Ice Jade Acti. What does this do? All right, we're going to quickly read this. Normal special summon. You can send a water from your hand to the graveyard to draw 1 card. Opponent ashing the draw. Does not want us to do a draw. Ice Jade Manifestation says if you control a water monster and your opponent has a monster on their field or in their graveyard, take an Ice Jade monster from your deck and either send it to the graveyard or special summon it. So opponent's Ash Blossom played right into the manifestation. So we are going to get summoning an Ice Jade. And we got, of course, the Agerine to search any Ice Jade spell. Let's see what we're searching here. Searching for the Ice Jade Cradle, of course. Let's us search any Ice Jade monster. And we are getting the Ice Jade Tremora. Are we summoning the Sea Mare? What are we doing with the Sea Mare? Because Sea Mare sends a card to the graveyard. Sending the Cosmoclore. What are we going to do? How are we getting the Cosmoclore back? We're making a Stealth Kraken. Okay. And we're passing. All right. Well, if opponent attacks the Agerine, it will summon the Cosmoclore from the graveyard, but we're missing the field spell. Opponent, playing Bestials. All right. Now, if you like the channel, make sure to subscribe because we'll have more quality content in the future. We're getting feather dusted. This is what happens whenever you set back row. Opponent feather dusts you. Cartesia gets summoned. We are popping in response to the effect to fusion summon. It is getting popped. It is going to the graveyard. No fusion summons are happening. Oh, except they are. Opponent has fusion in the hand. Nibiru getting fused with the Albion, the Fallen Albaz to make an Albion. And is this a Mirror Jade? Are we Mirror Jading? They are Mirror Jading it up. All right. Is this getting banished? It is non-target banish, and that is Stealth Kraken gone. Agerine summon a water from the graveyard. Getting that Sea Mare. Going to send another water to the graveyard. We're getting the Creation. Agerocasis. This does not die. Opponent's Mirror Jade has used its effect, and that means, all right, this cannot activate the turn it's sent to the graveyard. But, sorry, I should say, if it's in your graveyard, you can attach it to as an equip material, and then on your turn, You can unequip it, it becomes a monster, and then you can synchro into a 10. Is that what we're going to see here? Are we seeing a synchro 10 play? That is what we're seeing. We're seeing the attach. Opponent's Sprint is summoning a Springen's Kit. Kit is searching for the Brand of Fusion. Opponent is not done. They are not done. They are getting back. Okay, hold on. They are done. All right, Blazing Cartesia coming back. This was their end phase. Okay, they couldn't activate the Brand of Fusion. Supreme Seamare comes back to the hand. Now we got evenly matched, but probably not going to get a use for that. Seamare sending to the graveyard Tremora. Now Tremora has a graveyard effect too, but let's get Synchro 10ing. Are we going into the Ice Jade Synchro? Yes, we are pure Ice Jades. We are not making Baron. We are too brave for that. And what does this say? Okay, because this has a very relevant effect. We're crashing it, but it says you can activate this effect. Face-up monsters can't be destroyed or banished by opponent's card effects. Then if you activate in response to an opponent's card, then you can banish that card on the field. So it also says if a card is banished by your opponent's card effect, well, this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it. So if opponent summons another Mirror Jade and they banish something, it's coming back. So what are we doing? Also, hold on a second. All right, I'm a reader. This card has an effect. If a face-up water monster is destroyed by battle while this card's in your graveyard, you can special banish this card, special summon an Ice Jade monster from your graveyard. That means it's coming back. It is coming right back. Let's see if it works. Ice Jade Acti activating. Okay, we're activating the Acti. We're activating the Tanola. What is this doing? All right, what is this? What is happening? All right. Ice Shade Acti activated. If a water monster is destroyed while it's in your graveyard, banish this card, special summon an Ice Shade from your hand or graveyard. Okay, so, okay, they're all activating. They're all activating. We're getting a billion effects. All the Ice Jades are coming back. Mirror Jade's going to wipe the field, though, at the end of turn. The field is getting wiped, so should we have activated all our Ice Jade effects? Maybe we should have saved one for Mirror Jade. All right, what are we making now? What are we making? We got everything on the field. We're going to go into another Synchro 10. Big Chungus time. It's Big Chungus time. It's got to be. It's got to be Big Chungus time. First, we're getting in for big damage. Are we making the Big Chungus? I want to see Big Chungus. Cosmoclore in the hand. Baron de Fleur. Oh, the Mirror Jade's effect is already activated, so isn't it going to get popped? All right, you tell me how this works. I'm pretty sure that when Mirror Jade leaves the field, it activates, and then the destroy effect is not like something you can chain to. It's just like already activated. It's just going to resolve. So pretty sure Baron's going to die, and we're losing all this. You should have made the Big Chungus. Is he in here? Is he in here? You could have made Big Chungus, all right? Well, we're learning. We're learning. Coral Anemone, probably going to get wiped too. I could be wrong about this. Hold on. Let's read this. Let's read this again. Does this protect? Monsters you control cannot be destroyed or banished by opponent's card effects this turn. See, I'm a fool. All right. You activate the Jameer Agerine, and then Mirror Jade does nothing. We got to remember to do it, though, because you can't chain to Mirror Jade's effect in the end phase. Going into God Slime. All right, I am impressed. Yes. Agerine activates, protects you from the Mirror Jade. I was a fool. You knew what you were doing. All right. Blazing Cartesia gets summoned. Baron is negating. This is a very interesting way to play pure Ice Jades, because I did not play those level 4 Ice Jades, but it seems like maybe they're worth it. Brand of Fusion gets activating. We got the set evenly match, which probably won't be used. Lubellion activating. Now we have the Gamir Agerine, and we can activate this, all right? When opponent activates an effect, we can activate in response and banish their cards. So they chain block with the Tragedy, so maybe we can't. We can't do it if it's chain blocked. But if opponent summons a Mirror Jade and activates, you can banish it, and you're protected from the Mirror Jade. It's like the anti-Mirror Jade card. Here it goes. Activate in response. Banish the Mirror Jade. Your monsters can't be banished. Mirror Jade denied. The ultimate denial of the Mirror Jade. They're forced to banish their own monster because they can't target your monsters. They can't be banished. So opponent forced to banish their own monster, ending the turn with nothing. We get back our Ice Jade creation, and this was a beautiful takedown by the Ice Jades. All right, you know what? I love it. Pure water. You get a swim. Congratulations. Let's go on to the next game. All right, we got our next replay. Now, like I said, if you want to send me a replay, you send it to my email. You send me your Duelist code, all right, your Duelist ID, which you can see. Make your replay public, and I will be able to watch it on the channel. Now, new rule, all right, you only send me one replay. You send me like 5 different replays. I'm only watching one, all right? You can't submit multiple dual replays to me and have me watch all of them, just one, all right? But we got a beautiful Umi player here. Recipro Heat. Let's see your beautiful Umi gameplay, all right? We are, of course, activating Legendary Ocean before summoning the Jellyfish. Very smart. Now we are protected from Ash Blossom. Get activating the fish sonar. And we're summoning a guard dragon Justica. Oh my goodness. This is a tuna, which means we can go into a level 6. Should I be playing this? All right, this is giving me extremely spicy ideas. I have extremely spicy ideas right now. All right, we can go into a level 4 tuner, which could just be a negate. All right, we can just make a solid negate right here by going into, do we have it? We got to check. All right, we got to check what's in the extra deck. Do we have a level 4? We don't have the level 4, all right, but you can make a level 4 Herald, and that's a negate. Also banishes all the opponent's cards, but we're going into the Ice Dragon, and we're probably just leaving these for now. All right, Sea Stealth attack. I'm already inspired, all right, so you know what? I'm impressed. Let's get the Sea Stealth tag out into the Pacificus. Love to see it. That means on the next turn we can go into a Synchro 10. Also a very sweet option. Opponent playing Minkankos, but they can only Minkanko once. Unless they have the Water Minkanko. Hold on, there is a Water Minkanko. We are in trouble. Jellyfish, save us. Jellyfish, save us. We get the token. Token, get tokening. Can Minkankos take us out? I'm always afraid of Minkankos, all right? Every day I go out into duel, and I go first, and I'm like, I'm going to get Lava Golem, I'm going to get Minkankoed. Arabasque, targeting the Jellyfish. Jellyfish is dodging, but Jellyfish is now gone, all right? Jellyfish's negate is gone. Opponent getting in with a Minkanko, protected from destruction, but luckily they don't have any more Minkankos on the field, okay? Opponent, big mistake, probably should have dumped the Pacificus, then they could have summoned more cards, but who knows what they're doing. All right, they're setting. We get our jelly back. And can we take out the Minkankos? All right, we got to get the out. And Foolish Barrel Goods, the best card in Umi. We search for any level 5 or higher water monster, add it right to our hand. We are get turtle in. Let's get turtling. Let's get summoning the Baron. Get that negate online. No, we're going for the Chungus. Chungus. Get searching with the Ocean Dragon Lord. Kairyu-Shin's Dark Reef. Summon. Make the Coral Anemone. What are we doing? We are wombo comboing. Do we have a way to banish a card and trigger the big Chungus? We're tagging out into Legendary Ocean because we want to reduce the... I don't know what we're doing. World Sea Dragon Zeolantis. This is a water turtle though, so it's coming back to the field. But does it come back to our field because it's our turtle? Who gets the turtle? Who gets the turtle? Do we get the turtle? We get the turtle! I love this. Beautiful. Beautiful. But opponent has a set back row. Is it nothing? Is it nothing? Lethal attack with the World Sea Dragon. And that is lethal. Love to see it. All right. I appreciate the nice little tuner tech. And I love when you steal your own kaiju and attack your opponent with it. Very nice. You get a swim. Thank you, Recipro Heat, for that game. Let's go on to the next one. All right. On to the next replay. This one looks very spicy. We got Goaty Punk set to us by Charl. All right. Let's get emergency teleporting. Summoning the Xiamen. Xiamen search for the Ogre Dancer. Ogre Dancer... Actually, I don't know the Punk combos, but we're summoning Punks. We're going into the Rising Carp. Now, if you're playing against this deck, I know this is the card that you negate. All right, this one, you attribute it, special summon 2 Punks with different names from your hand or deck, and then you get wombo comboing. So if you have the ability to negate this, you definitely negate it. Summoning the Deer Note. Summoning the Xiamen. Going into Jam Dragon Drive. Jam Dragon Drive. Activating the effect of the Jam Dragon Drive. Resummoning the Punk Xiamen. Getting a Psychic Tracker. Summoning the Goaty. Going into Baron. Now we got 1 negate online. Going into Ariane Post. Very nice. Love the fish combination. And we're sending Snopios. Banishing the paces that we already have in the graveyard to add Snopios back to the hand. But do we have more fish? Do we have more fish to use? We do. We have a Schiff in the graveyard. So are we going to banish the Schiff? Are we banish? No, we banish the paces. Then you can just banish the Schiff from your graveyard on its own because we control a fish. Is that the play? Do we see the play? Yes, we do. We are activating the Schiff, banishing, and we're passing. And both our Goaties are getting it summoned. We got the Snopios. We got Evenly Matched, and we got a negate with a nice Prismatic Baron. Love to see that Prismatic Baron and the Prismatic Paces. Opponent playing Photon Sanctuary, which means they are probably playing the big Photon Dragon. Galaxy, is he called Galaxy Dragon? I forget. All right, but it's the XYZ Dragon. Photon Galaxy Dragon something. Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. I knew it. That was what I said the whole time. I knew it. All right, Galaxy Soldier. Gets summoning, searches for a Galaxy monster, gets the other Galaxy Soldier. I love this card because you use it in Cyber Dragons, you make a level 5 XZ. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon gets summoned out of the field. Get that Galaxy Soldier. Are we going into Cyber Dragon Nova? Yes, we are going into the Infinity. But it's too late. You have been stopped. The fish say no. It is time to fish. White Aura Whale. Opponent summoned all their monsters in attack mode. It's whale time. All attack position monsters are about to be destroyed by the whale. This whale can miss the timing, so you got to make sure you summon it when nothing's on the chain. It gets activating. Everything is getting popped. Opponent's monsters are all gone. Gone to the abyss. And we even have a Snopios play. We can summon Snopios, do another synchro, and opponent is done. They got Goaty wiped. Love to see it. Punks an engine to get out the Goaties. Who knew? Thank you for sending the replay. I'm going to give you a swim. Thank you, Charles. Let's go on to the next game. All right, on to the next game. Oh, this game was sent to us by Bishamo, and it looks like we are playing Umi Sword Souls, and you know that I love me some Umi Sword Souls. So let's see. Umi Sword Soul in action. All right. Of course, we search for the My Girl Moyi. My Girl Moyi, reveal a worm in the hand to summon the token. Special summon into the level 8 Grandmaster Chihao. Chihao going to add a worm from the deck to the hand. Moyi going to chain block. Draw a card. Then we are going to search for... Oh, that's the draw. Book of Eclipse. Get the Strategist. Strategist gets discarding that worm. Special summon the token. Synchro 10 into Baran. It is the Sword Soul opening of all time. All right, let's set 2 back row. We got the book, we got the Sea Stealth, but where's the Umi? All right, Sea Stealth doing nothing without an Umi in the graveyard. Opponent playing the toppest of tier decks. Dark Magician is Sword Soul Dark Magician tier. This is Sword Soul Umi. Let's find out. Dark Magician gets sent to the graveyard, and this is the scrub tier Dark Magician. All right, he didn't pay for the fancy Dark Magician. Magician's Rod gets activating. Baran is negating the Magician's Rod, but now Baran's negate is gone. Why didn't you use the Grandmaster? You could have negated that with the Grandmaster. Save the Baran negate for another monster. Now opponent Eye of Time, Maus. Summoning a Dark Cavalry. What does this do? Piercing battle damage, quick effect, something, discard a card. All right, who knows? It's big. It's getting flipped face down. And do we draw cards? No, opponent draws cards equal to the number of monsters flipped face up. So their Dark Cavalry gets flipped up. They draw a card, and it is Umiing time. And we get the My Girl Moyi. We search for the Jellyfish. We get the My Girl Moyi. We're going to get the Umi in the graveyard by activating the Jellyfish to summon My Girl. I love to see it. Ooh, and we're sending Mega Lancia right now. Sad fact, I don't know why this is, but it says when this is activated, you place a water monster on top of your deck. Sea Stealth Attack says you can activate an Umi from your graveyard. So when you activate it, you should add a monster to the top of your deck, right? No, for some reason, it doesn't work that way. It's just the way that it is. I don't know. Konami, errata your rules. All right. We are Sea Stealthing. Flipping that Umi face onto the field. Face up. Umi is live. No search, no add. But we're targeting to raise the level. Opponent discarding to pop, but we're going to Jelly negate. Jelly negate, deny the Dark Cavalry effect to pop. We will not be negating. We will not be popping. Let's banish Tenyi Spirit of Ashuda to send that back row back to the hand. Opponent has nothing. Ice Jade Jamir Agerine is our level 10 of choice. Not the Big Chungus. We are not Big Chungusing today. We are too good for the Big Chungus, and we are banishing a card from the opponent's hand until the end of turn. It's just till the end of turn, all right? Don't get too excited. When you synchro summon, take a look at your opponent's card. You banish it till the end phase, all right? Now we're My Girl Moyi. We're getting an Imperm added to our hand. We are popping the Dark Cavalry, and is this lethal damage? This looks like lethal damage to me. 10,000 damage, and that is Umi Sword Soul in the Duelist Cup. A very powerful option, a very powerful deck. I appreciate this. Very cool. You get a swim. Thank you, Bishamo. Let's go on to the next game. All right, on to the next game. This was sent to us by Wizengami, and we got ourselves a beautiful Goaty deck, and we got a blinged out evenly matched. We got a 1 blinged out Silent Angler, but no second blinged out Angler. All right, guys, look. If you got R and N cards in the deck, you grind craft those till you get all foils, all right? That's the Goaty dream, all right? Gold Sark activating. We are banishing, of course, a Shift from the deck, summoning 2 Silent Anglers to the field. We got Call by the Grave. We also got this nice Prismatic evenly matched. Love to see the Prismatic cards getting showed off. Opponent playing Dragon Link. And you know what? Of all the decks, Dragon Link annoys me Not the most, but a lot. All right, it wombo combos for an annoyingly long time. So hopefully, Goaties, you nuke this because I want to see Dragon Link get nuked. That would make me so happy. If we nuke Dragon Link with the Deep Beyond, I will be extremely happy. Heretic Seal, get summoning. Maybe Dragon Link is not going all the way. Maybe they want to clear the shift before they get going. Opponent making the Guard Dragon Pitsy, making their Dragon Wyver Burster, get summoned to the hand. Could have negated that, I think, with the Call by the Grave. Ravine, gonna make us activate the shift. Opponent summoning the Bishop Baldrake in response. Not sure why they're doing that in response. We will see. And can they activate this Heretic Seal? I'm pretty sure it says, if this card is in the extra monster zone, quick effect tribute a monster from your hand or field, return a face-up card on the field to the hand. So opponent could tribute this to get the shift, but we got the Call by the Grave. That's why we're saving it. Saving it to gate the Heretic Seal. But it only works if the Heretic Seal tributes itself, because it can tribute any monster from the hand or field. So if opponent doesn't tribute the Heretic Seal to itself, then they could just bounce this shift and we're going to be having a bad time. But opponent does nothing. Opponent just gets nuked. They don't do anything. They just wait and watch themselves get nuked by the Goaties. They are targeting there to do something. Who knows? It's negated. What were they doing? They were activating. Hold on. Let's look at the log. Let's look at the log. We activate Go to the Deep Beyond, and then we chain Call by the Grave to this, but I don't understand why it's gone. All right, who knows? We don't know what's going on. Nothing makes sense. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's negated. The board is gone, but opponent has a triple tactics Pot of Greed mode. Oh, are we gonna get him with the evenly matched? Opponent's going more. They're going more. They still got wombo combos. This is Dragon Link. All right, you nuke their whole board, and they still got plays. Are we gonna evenly matched? Evenly matched. Get rid of the one monster. All right, love to see it. Clear out that little Dragon Link. Get linked away. Deep Beyond comes back to the field because he was banished from the field. We got 3,000 attack. We got Snopios to increase the attack. Boost it up. We're banishing the Shift. Shift is banished. We're getting in for 5,000 damage, 2,100 damage. Opponent has 900 life points left. We have no way to do burn. We have no way to do burn, but we do have more Goaty plays. On the next turn, we got the level 8 Synchro. Opponent summoning Dragon Links. Going into the Dragoonity Knight Romulus. When are we going to pull the trigger on the Shift? All right. Opponent's got the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. We're pulling the trigger. As can get summoning. Banish. Itself. Banish the monster. We got the very thick Goaty, the Deep Beyond, you know. All right. Now, here's my advice, all right? Maybe this is wrong, but I would have banished the Deep Beyond because Deep Beyond comes back on the next turn. It would be very safe, all right? We would have kept our Azcan on the field. Deep Beyond would have been gone, come back. But big, very big Deep Beyond is still, you know, that is a threat. All right, we're getting back our Snopios. Opponent, White Dragon. Discarding to get a Bestial Lubellion. Maybe it wouldn't have been enough. Maybe Azcan wasn't a big enough wall. Maybe we need the big, thick, go to the Deep Beyond. Opponent, Magna Mutt. Pizza Hut gets summoning. It's going to add a dragon in the end phase. It's getting tributed to summon the Bestial Lubellion. In defense mode, is opponent afraid? Is opponent turtling? The Goaty too big. The Goaty too big. Opponent, you left yourself vulnerable. White Dragon Wyver Burster in attack mode is going to die. And you were going to die. But there it goes. Deep Beyond is popped. See, this is why I said you could have used Azcan, banish the Deep Beyond. Deep Beyond comes back on the next turn. But it's all good. All right, we still got our Azcan. We got Goaties coming back from the banish zone on our next turn. Oh, wait. Deep Beyond is in the banish zone. Did we target it with a Snopios when I wasn't looking? Maybe it got targeted with a Snopios while I wasn't looking. Shift comes back. Goaty at the Deep Beyond comes back. We targeted it with a Snopios and I missed it. All right, this is why. The big brain plays. I don't even see them. Big Chungus gets out here. Are we going to activate the Snopios to trigger the Big Chungus? Big Chungus protects itself from being destroyed by the Brand of Beast, which opponent, I guess, forgot what Big Chungus did. It's been a while since Sword Souls were top of the tier list, but now we are banishing a card from the field and graveyard. Oh, and the Baldrake. Drew Swarm, sorry, sending the Chungus. All right, Chungus is gone, but the back row is gone. The graveyard is gone. Snopios gets summoning, and this is lethal damage. If opponent has nothing else, they know it. They are done. Love to see it. Very beautiful Goaty gameplay. Thank you, Wiz and Jenny. you get a swim. Let's go on to the next game. All right, we got time for one more replay. If your replay didn't get featured, don't worry, we'll be back. If you want to send a replay, if you were inspired to send me a beautiful replay, make sure to send it to my email in the video description, and make sure to send me your Duelist ID. Save your replay on your account, and I will get to watching. And don't be afraid, all right, to show me a video where you lose, because if you lose but you did a good job, or opponent did something amazing, you could still get a swim, all right? You only get a sink if you show me meta nonsense and you crush a beautiful jank deck. That would make me sad. All right, we got Cash Tiras playing in the most Cash Tira way possible. Lock in the zones, summon Xyz, and I'm sure they're going to go into the Rise Heart. They got the Unicorn, they got the Fenrir, they got the Rise Heart. What are we playing? What is this? All right, we got Secret Blast, Dimension Wall, Just Desserts, Chain Strike, and a Time Lord. I'm already impressed. This is clearly burn. Can we burn out the Cash Tiras? What is this? What is this? Chain Energy. Love these old retro art cards. Each player must pay 500 life points to normal, special summon, set, or activate cards. This is beautiful. All right. Opponent can't stop themselves from activating their Shangri-Ira in their standby phase, and every time a card gets banished, a Rise Heart activates. That means they're going to guarantee pay 1,000 life points just to this Chain Energy. Summoning that Cash Tira Ogre. Set 5, summon the Time Lord. Opponent imperming. Time Lord is negated this turn. All right. What was this Time Lord going to do? Because they all do different things. This one is you take no battle damage at the end of the battle phase if battle have your opponent's life points. Wow. That's 4,000 damage, except opponent's already at 5,000. I don't know what they did that burned themselves, but they hurt themselves already in their confusion. Where is it? Where is it? It's gone. I'm pretty sure they summoned... Oh, wait, is it under Rise Heart? No, it's not under Rise Heart. They summoned that level 7 that you pay life points to summon it, and I don't know where it is. It's gone now. Ascendant of Thunder. They paid 3,000 life points. They're doing their job for you. Maybe that's something to pay attention to. Let's Chain Energy. Opponent. Crash into that Shangri-Ira, activate your negated Time Lord. I don't know what that was all about. Trigger the Fenrir, trigger the Cash Tira Unicorn. Opponent just falling for the bait. They did not have to activate those effects, but they are activating them anyway. Opponent just like, Chain Energy, yeah, I don't care. You set 5 back row? It's probably fine. Nothing could go wrong. Even activating the Ogre, of course, all right. Take nice little 15,000 damage. Opponent, 1,500 damage right here, I'm pretty sure. Not sure the order of resolution here. They activate the effect, and then it resolves. Oh, it's not a card activation. It's an effect activation. So this doesn't trigger the Chain Energy. I don't know what I'm talking about. They get all these activations for free. So why did you attack with your negated Time Lord, all right? This seems a bit foolish to me. You know, you're on the verge of getting a sink if you send me foolish misplays. Shangri-Ira locking all the zones. All right, you know what? It's okay because you're playing against very meta Cash Tiras, so you're going to get a pass here. We're down to 1 zone, but we got lots of beautiful setback. Our opponent activating the Rise Heart, targeting the Chain Energy, negating the Chain Energy's effect to do burn damage by removing it from the field. Very, very nice. All zones locked now. We still got 1 spell trap zone. But opponent, Shangri-Ira summoning, Secret Blast. Going to deal 300 damage to opponent for each card they control. That's a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. That's 1,500 damage. Activating Just Desserts. 500 damage for each monster they control. That's 2,500. And we're counting. We're getting counting. We are counting. What do we got here? We got Dimension Wall, and we got Chain Strike. Chain Strike says, activate only as Chain Link 2 or higher, inflict 400 damage. Times the Chain Link of this card. Could we not activate Dimension Wall? No, we could not. But that's a lot of damage. 4 times 4. And 2,500 and 1,500, and that is lethal damage with Burn. All right. I know people might get upset about this because Burn is, not a very popular archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! But you know what? You get a swim, all right? You're playing something unique. It's not, and you crushed a meta deck, so you know what? Props for that. You get a swim. Thank you for the replays. Thank you for everyone who sent in a replay. Like I said, if you want to send in a replay, you send me your Duelist ID, you save the video on your account, you set it to public, you send me that email, I'll go take a look, we'll watch it in a future video. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.